Good morning, everyone. So first of all, let me wish everyone a very happy New Year. We have been on holidays for quite some time now, and back to work. And I wanted to start this month with a very sort of trending topic, and uh, which is not properly understood by a lot of people around, and which is fermented food versus probiotics. So if you've seen, a lot of these companies are promoting fermented food as probiotics, whether it is Kefir, Kombucha, Sauerkraut, right? A lot of these kimchi, a lot of these fermented foods, which they market as probiotics, but it is and these two are class apart. These two are different things, and I'm going to share how and why, right? First of all, let us talk about probiotics. So, International Scientific Association of Probiotics and Prebiotics define probiotic as live organisms when administered in adequate amount confer health benefit to host to us, right? These are the three components, which forms part of probiotics. So it means that when you're ingesting a probiotic, it has to be live, right? Uh, so it means that it has to be live, going through entire processing, packaging, shipping, right, before it is taken by you. It is orally administered by you, right? And that is the first aspect. Second thing is it should be the right amount in terms of understanding which specific pathway it is activating, how much you need to, which is basically in CFU colony forming units, right? So how much you need of each probiotic based on your unique biology, based on what specific pathway it needs to be triggered, right? Again, third thing is, it should confer health benefit to us. So whether it is improvement in bowel movements, whether it is, you know, regulation or regulating blood sugar level, weight management, brain health issues, digestive issues, right? There are multiple health benefits which different strains would provide to us. Again, we need to look at specific strains, not at species, right? So that is what define probiotic. So just to sum up, uh, it has to be live organism, in adequate amount and confer health benefit. That's what ISAPP defines probiotics, right? And now coming to fermented foods such as kimchi, kefir, kombucha, sauerkraut, yogurt, a lot of these things, right? So ISAPP defines that, food which actually is formed by some microbial growth or enzymatic conversion of food components, right? In simple words, when we are adding certain microbes in a particular food, intentionally changes properties, changes nutrition value. That's what we call as fermented food. So the fermentation is a process by which the microbes convert or transform the larger molecules and compounds into smaller molecules. Right. So there are a lot of factors into play, a lot of pathways being come into picture. The other variables which do impact the fermentation process is the temperature, the pH level, the water activity, the time, right? So there are multiple factors at play, right? But so again, these have these fermented foods changes the properties of the food which are beneficial for basically for our microbes living in our gut, right? Uh, for instance, if you put yeast and microbes in a sweetened tea, right, these microbes actually consume this sugar in the tea and convert into small things like gases, alcohol, and other, which changes the nutritional property and which is actually what we call as kombucha, right? And it's offer the benefit of various benefits for our gut microbiome, right? But why fermented foods are not called probiotics, right? So here the thing is that first of all, we do not know whether these are actually live when we are consuming them, right? We don't know which species, which strain is there. We really don't know what is the measurable health benefit, right? So these can be good in terms of feeding your, your gut microbiome, but these cannot be considered as live bacteria going inside your body, right? So they do not. They are generally called live and active cultures, but they are never called probiotics. By simple reason that we there is no guarantee that this will be live when going inside our body. It would uh, you know give some measurable benefit. We cannot tell which specific strain or which specific species is converting food into fermented food, right? Probably transforming food components into fermented food, right? We really need to understand which specific strain from a probiotic perspective. We do not have a specific strain the body needs based on activation or deactivation or regulation of regulation or regulation of pathways, right? So, so most of the companies market uh, fermented foods as probiotics, which is not the case. If you guys go through the definition for given by ISAWP, that is International Scientific Association for Probiotics and Prebiotics, it clearly differentiates between fermented foods and probiotics. So just to sum up, probiotics has to be live and ingesting. It means it has to be live during the processing, packaging, and shipping. Right? It has to be administered in the right amount based on what specific pathway it has to be. It will activate. It has to confer specific measurable health benefit based on what strain your body needs. Again, you need to understand your microbiome, the functional microbiome, what genes are being expressed in the microbiome. So it cannot be an OTC probiotic, right? Fermented foods is the process of you know converting the properties of a particular food to provide some health benefit, right? So, for instance, kombucha is a byproduct of yeast eating up sugar in a sweetened tea and converted into this kombucha, which provides health benefit from a gut microbiome, right? But fermented food uh, doesn't come under the category of probiotic for simple reason we don't know whether it is live or not when we are ingesting, what specific strain is there, what specific species there, what specific strains are there, and there's no controlled studies done which determine the that fermented foods give confer a health measurable health benefit for the host, right? It is more it to so again, it is not that you don't need to take only probiotic or only fermented foods. It is no, it is actually you can take both, right? Because more you take, more diverse diet you have, more diverse different molecules you feed your microbiome, gut microbiome. It is better for the gut microbiome to express right genes to perform to produce anti-inflammatory molecules to produce beneficial byproducts which helps our health, right? So so do not fall for this that if you're taking uh fermented food it is probiotic, or if someone is telling my probiotic which we are selling is better than the fermented foods. Those two are entirely separate things, right? That's it for today. Have a great day. Thank you very much.